everyone! Well, we're here, we're back, and today we're doing another anti-MLM video, and for this video we are heading on over to Reddit and seeing what craziness the Huns have been up to. It has been a few weeks since we have been over there, and since summer is in full force, at least definitely where I live, I can only assume that the Huns are trying to promote so many of their wonderful life-changing products, especially the health and wellness ones who think that eating a gummy or drinking a shake will magically make you lose 1,000,000 pounds and be the best version of yourself, when in reality we know that the gummies and the shakes are just a facade for the real business, which is just recruiting. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you really like it, please subscribe. Make sure to check out my description below for all of my fun links. And with all of that said, let's get started. Sometimes support requires tough love. Sometimes supporting your friend is not buying products they are selling. Don't enable your loved ones stuck in MLM cults. Give them facts, encourage them to keep track of expenses/profits, and let them know you're there for them if they want out. This is some amazing advice. It is the exact opposite of what we hear of people in MLMs, is that if your friends and family truly loved you, then they would buy from you, and you should support them because they're just trying to run a small business. If it was a real, legitimate small business that is not an MLM, I guarantee that those people who are refusing to buy into the MLM would support the individual who is truly trying to start their own real small business. And another point that I think is perfect in this is when they said encourage them to keep track of their expenses/profits, because I think that is truly really an eye-opener. I think if they really see that they are putting a lot more money into this MLM than they are getting back, because they will flood you every week with maybe like $30 here, $50 here, so it looks like you are getting money, but when you're spending maybe $200 a month and you only got like maybe $60 in the month, but because these little things started to add up here and there, it's a mind thing that they do. It's why they pay you weekly. They're like, look, you're getting money all the time, but you're putting a lot more money into the business. And also they should keep track of how many hours they're spending doing this and how much time it's really taking them away from the things that they love and the people that they love. So keeping track of just those things I think are very important, and it's a very nice way of supporting a friend or family member without saying, hey, I'm never gonna talk to you anymore. They're there for them when they're out. They just cannot support an MLM. I think that's fair. Found a surprise storefront in a tourist trap mall. Paparazzi, $5, $5 bling. Oh yeah, see it, feel it, wear it yourself. I mean, jewelry is gonna feel like jewelry. Cheap $5 jewelry feels like cheap $5 jewelry. I don't know why they think they're so special than like going to the dollar store. I feel like it's pretty similar quality, you know, cheap stuff is cheap stuff. Also, I wonder if they now have a disclaimer that like, hey, we were claiming for so long that it doesn't have nickel and lead in it, but it absolutely does. I have a feeling they don't advertise that. Maybe they're sick because they had too many poo bowls. Due to sick staff, we will be closed today. We are sorry for the inconvenience and hope to see you back tomorrow. Happy Wednesday, come see us today. Try out our new smoothie bowls. Oh my god, these look disgusting. Like underneath, not, you know, I mean, it just looks like a smoothie with granola and strawberries and fruit. But what the heck did they put on top? I really cannot tell what that is. That looks absolutely disgusting. It's some sort of... I cannot even come up with words. Some sort of... topping? I'm gonna go with it's some sort of topping. Thanks, Herbalife. You really got me there. I was invited to an MLM party, but didn't know because I actually owned a business. My friend invited me to a business networking thing in her living room. I was like, weird, but sure. I own a business. I'd love to share my cards and see if anyone is a vendor of anything I need. I remember getting there and the business talk was so vague. If I asked what business they had, it was like, oh, I specialize in health and wellness. And I'm like, okay, well, anyway, I sell homemade jams and chutneys from farm direct produce. Here's my card and website. I'm looking for more produce and packaging suppliers. I kept asking things like, so who is your supplier for the packaging? Because I whole ass assumed they made these things. I commented on how I was looking for a more dissolvable label design. Whenever handed something, I'm like, wow, I wish I had a degree in skincare because I don't even know what's a solvent or a solute in this ingredient list. You must be so smart to have designed this lotion. May I ask if you cold or hot press your soaps? I wasn't even being I was legit. I ended up leaving with 0 contacts and no idea on better packaging suppliers. Nobody gave me their card. I did get a free packet of MLM dog kibble and a squeeze sample of the lotion whose ingredients I couldn't read and asked about. Ha, I found it. It was face wash and it was argon. I was so confused when I left. How did I spend 4 hours and not understand a single one of those women's business nor get a single card? It wasn't till years later it hit. It was an MLM connection event and I ruined it by actually owning a business so they couldn't sell to me and avoided me because my questions were about running a business. My bad. I assumed you picked the packaging for your own products. I was baffled how they had no clue who made their labels. Edit. Shared in the comments, but just remembered I even asked a Hun how labeling laws worked for skincare because I struggled with the specificity for food. I said, wow, skincare labeling must have such rigid laws. What laws did you have to follow? She never answered and kind of got distracted elsewhere and never came back. Edit 2. I did manage to sell 4 jars of lemon curd though. Hey, at least she sold something when she was at this, I'm gonna loosely call it an event, but she at least made some money. I assume maybe somebody else and some other MLM made money, but it really goes to show the difference between true business owners and MLM reps. They don't know the ins and outs. They only know their one thing, which is selling the product to people and getting people to sign up for the business. They don't know the laws. They don't know the packaging. They have no control over the pricing. They have no control over anything. And I get it. Starting your own business from scratch is a lot of work. It is a lot of hard work. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. But wouldn't you rather want to know the ins and outs of your own business so that when people come up to you and they have these questions, you can answer them confidently? That looks a lot better than just being like, I have to go that way. And it's like, shoot, I can't talk to that person because they know too much. It's just, their whole selling point of MLMs is like, we've done all the hard work for you. And in certain circumstances, that is true. But they've taken away all the creativity, all the learning aspect. The only thing that you have to learn to do is sell the product. You're just a salesperson. You are not a business owner. And this shows it. If you were to ask any person in MLM, I'd say 99.9% of them could not answer even basic standard questions of like, where is packaging made? Or where is the facility that does all of this? They could not answer that question. They could just say, well, this is a great opportunity and the company makes it easy for us. That's probably as far as it would go. It absolutely breaks my heart how many people I've talked to lately that want this opportunity to change their life but can't find the money to start. If you absolutely cannot find any extra money at any given time when something comes up, what are you going to do in an emergency? If you get super sick, your kids get super sick, you lose your job, your car breaks down. If you're living paycheck to paycheck and don't have any extra money, you need this opportunity. Yes, there is a small one-time startup, but if you're serious about changing your life, you can find the money. Some people put off a phone bill, sell things laying around the house, put it on a credit card, which is exactly what I did. You do what you have to do. After that, everything changes. I can show you how to create a residual income for yourself. A paycheck that gets bigger every month. A paycheck that doesn't stop when you take a sick day or show up late. A paycheck that is defined by you. The first step is to just do it. Believe in yourself and know you're worth it. Here we have another example of somebody in an MLM thinking that they own the rights to somebody else's money, that they are in control of somebody else's money and how they should spend it. My guess is maybe some people are saying I don't have the extra money for an MLM. They're not saying that I don't have extra money if my car breaks down or in case of an emergency. They just don't want to use that money for something that's like kind of, you know, they don't know much about it, and they're like, I'm not just gonna put in $200, $300, $400 into something that's a maybe. I'd rather have that saved in case of an emergency. Also suggesting that somebody put off paying a phone bill to invest in an MLM or put it on a credit card are two of the dumbest things ever. You should never tell somebody to put their finances in jeopardy because you need them to sign up for an MLM. And I think OP says it best. This is disgusting. I absolutely agree. If you're making so much money and this is so life-changing and so wonderful, why are you caring about other people telling you no? You're suggesting they put it on a credit card for your benefit because you need them to sign up underneath you because that's how you really make money in MLMs. None of this has anything to do with selling a product. This is just like, oh, you need it for the opportunity. It is buying into a dream that doesn't exist, and I hate it. Gotta see what the comments say. Something like 40% of American adults are unable to cover a $500 emergency, and this bitch is out there talking like this. It seems almost predatory to me, trying to get people who don't have extra money to join something where they're most likely to lose money in the long run. Absolutely. If they're telling you, you know, because that is another aspect of it, is that they're telling you they don't have any extra money, meaning they don't have any extra money. So you telling them that, oh no, well then you need this for the extra money is absolutely disgusting because more than likely this person knows how hard it is to make money and they're just doing it for their own financial gain. Again, like OP says, this is disgusting. I know this has popped up before on one of these Reddit videos that we've done. This woman with her Scentsy chest piece. It is like, it's a necklace and it's a Scentsy and it's just like, I understand if maybe she created Scentsy, you know, she created her own business and like really loved it like that, but this is not your own business. This is like you tattooing Walmart. It's the same sort of thing. You tattooing any sort of car dealership because you're a salesperson in it. I mean, hey, get whatever tattoos you want, but criticism comes when you put it online. This woman has done like 5 different MLMs, but this one is it, you guys. This is the one. It's almost go time. We are days away from launching this brand new company, and I still have to pinch myself daily. When I think about this technology, the ingredients, the timing, all of it, it's unreal. The testimonials on this product, let's just say I have never seen anything like it. The product is unique. No, it's not a nootropic. No, it's not another weight loss product. No, it's not another collagen. Not another coffee. Hashtag get ready. I've got hundreds of people ready to go all in, and I've heard many times that this is what they have been praying for. People who were burnt out and ready to give up direct sales until they heard about this. If you're slightly interested in knowing more, I'll be here. I bet they have hundreds of people just lining up ready to buy into whatever new MLM this is, assuming it's even a new MLM, but it sounds like kind of maybe another It Works sort of thing, like skinny coffee sort of thing, which more than likely it probably is. A lot of companies out there will see an MLM company go up pretty fast. They're like, well, I can do that too. And they do, and they just hop on the train, and then they get a bunch of people to jump ship to their MLM, and then it starts all over again. And that's how the never-ending cycle of MLM works. They just, you know, you reach a certain point where it's like, hey, nobody else wants to buy this, better jump ship to a different product that nobody's heard of. They don't quite know it's an MLM yet, and they use that to their benefit. See what the comments say. These serial MLMers, I just want to know so much more about them and why. Who keeps supporting / encouraging this? Somebody else said, I wonder this all the time. My cousin, who has a full-time job as a school administrator, has done pure romance, We'll never forget her bachelorette party where she surprised us with a pure romance rip and wanted everyone to play Never Have I Ever and tell their biggest sexual secrets in front of my mother and multiple aunts and my grandma. She's also done 31, Paparazzi, Thrive, Jamberry, Stella and Dot, and recently started Norwex. Mostly, I'm like, do you not like to relax? Why are you doing this on top of your job and having 3 children? It's so weird to me. And it's not like she's massively successful. She lasts like 6 to 9 months max in any of them before switching to the next one. She probably, this is just a speculation, maybe she's buying into the fact that she's just jumping ship until she finds the right one, the one that makes her money the fastest. And maybe she doesn't realize that you have to recruit in order to get up higher, so she keeps trying to sell these things and they're not selling fast, and I'm just like, okay, well clearly it's the product. It's not the whole business model. It could never be the business model. It's clearly just the product that's the problem, not the business model, and the fact that you have to recruit in order to make anything actually work. Dear MLM Huns, please stop saying pouring into me / us. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Absolutely. I get a lot of you guys in the comments like, can they please stop saying pour into me? I don't want you to pour anything into me. You're still in a pyramid scheme, hun. So it's a picture of some generic shirt and some text that says, no, I will not join your pyramid scheme. It's probably something from like Redbubble or something. And somebody said, this showed up on my friend's Insta feed yesterday. Honestly, blasting this is a legit disservice to men and women across the globe. Because here's the deal. Most people don't even know the definition of a pyramid scheme. Did you know? Pyramid schemes are illegal. Fact. Period. End of story. Yet somehow, corporate America can basically operate in the exact pay model that pyramid schemes are shut down for. Take a bank, for instance. The teller makes X amount. The branch manager makes X amount. The loan officer makes X amount. The vice president makes X amount. The president makes X amount. That teller will never make more than the president, no matter what he / she does. Sounds like a pyramid scheme to me. Yet in my business, guess what? I can make more than the person who has been in this business way longer than me. Even more than the person who referred me in the first place. In fact, I'm almost certain I've had members on my team who have had bigger weekly checks at times than me. I have tons of team members who make way more money than the person above them. I'm talking 20 levels deep, making more than someone way above them because they're paid on their efforts and the team they've built. That, my friend, is not a pyramid scheme. That's the North American dream. We also make this opportunity available to promoters in other countries, 100% American and Canadian dream. What? Yes, I will admit there are shady practices, shady companies, and plenty of shady people out there. That is why it's important to partner with the right people. It's 2022. The stock market is crashing. Gas prices are through the roof. Property taxes are sucking people dry. Why aren't you making money from your phone sharing something you love? If it's because you think there's some pyramid scheme involved, we need to talk ASAP. You just might be missing out on the biggest blessing of your life. Don't you dare allow someone who doesn't understand come between you and what's best for your family. So thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I hope I have now educated you, and I pray you are never shunned for pursuit of a better way to live, to a better way of life for you and your family through network marketing. If your opinion isn't paying your bills, well, I can't guarantee you anything other than the fact that I will be 100% straight with you. That's true. I mean, she was 100% straight. She didn't give us the definition of a pyramid scheme. She just said, hey, they're illegal. I like her. Just, that's always the answer. You don't know the definition of a pyramid scheme. Those are illegal. That's not the definition of a pyramid scheme. Being illegal is not the definition of a pyramid scheme. And also stating that the reason why people make so much money, and I was going to say in pyramid schemes, that's funny, in MLMs is because they have grown their team, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you're exactly saying that it's a pyramid scheme, because the way to make the most money is through recruitment, making it a pyramid scheme. The other, you know, corporate businesses who pay people a base rate, and also those people can also level up and rank up and be promoted in their companies. I don't know if, I feel like a lot of people in MLMs aren't aware of promotions, and they're like, they think that people just like, whatever position you are in a corporate job or any job, that's it. You're there forever. You can't ever do it. And yeah, and then they always say you can't make more than the CEO. You can't make more than the CEO in your MLM either. So I don't know how that is also a legitimate, like, hey, that's why other corporations are pyramid schemes, because you can't make more than the CEO. And it's like, well, you can't make more than the CEO either, so that's not some good logic. But hey, they clearly know more, because you can make way, 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 way more than the people who have been in for longer, which is funny because you can do that too. Like, you can actually get hired at corporate in jobs and never have to start at the bottom in jobs. You can get hired because you went to school and you worked hard for it. But of course, what do I know? Pyramid schemes are illegal. I just have to remember that. That's the definition. I'm gonna see what the comments say. I love the irony of saying, my company isn't a pyramid scheme because pyramid schemes are illegal, end of. And then turning around saying, but corporate America is a pyramid scheme. Hun, which one is it? Either pyramid schemes do not exist because they're illegal, which, LOL, or there are legitimate companies out there operating as thinly veiled pyramid schemes, which, food for thought. That is always their thing, is like, pyramid schemes are illegal. We are definitely not a pyramid scheme. If anything, the other people are pyramid schemes. And it's like, so then you're admitting that there are pyramid schemes out there that are running, you know, daily, all the time. We just accept it. Food for thought, like this commenter said. Alright, so we have reached the end of the video, so we all know what that means. It is meme time. So it looks like it is the Pet Finder Names Instagram account. I don't know if this is real or not, but we have 3 cats named Girl Boss, Gatekeep, and Gaslight. And they're all 6 miles away, and they are domestic short hairs. They are adorable, and I don't know if this is real or not. This is hilarious. But OP says, not gonna lie, I wish I could adopt all 3 and make them mascots of this sub. Yeah, I think if any animal would be the perfect mascot for the r/anti-MLM subreddit, it would be 3 short-haired cats named Girl Boss, Gatekeep, and Gaslight. If that's the case, and those are those cats' real names, I only hope that people changed it, because that is, honestly, it's kind of absolutely hilarious. And I know that a lot of those people give the animals, like on Pet Finder, kind of like silly, goofy names just to like catch your attention, because they know that most people are going to change their pets' names and not keep your cat's name as Girl Boss or Gatekeep or Gaslight. Could you imagine naming your cat Gaslight? That'd be horrible. Oh, that's really funny though. That's so good. We had some really good ones today. There was some really good stories, some very interesting posts. I do like to I want to try and do these weekly, like when I can, but I do kind of like spreading it out, because I feel like we get a lot of like new good stuff, and we got some good ones, except for that one that was disgusting and telling people to just put it on a credit card, like that's nothing. I just couldn't ever imagine in my life looking another person, or not even in the eyes, but like through the screen, and telling them, oh, just put it on a credit card, it's no big deal. You are not in control of that person's money. If they go into major debt, how horrible would they feel? Honestly, when it comes to MLMs, they just gatekeep and gaslight, and just everything is fine in their world as long as they are making money through their MLM. They don't care how it affects other people. Very sad. Alright, you guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you really, really liked it, please subscribe. Let's talk anything and everything Girl Boss, Gatekeep, and Gaslight in the comments below. And until my next video, I will see you guys then. Bye!